Hi friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. My name's Dalia, and today we're back on my Autumn Island CIDER working on a new video. I have been sick for almost a week, so I haven't been doing any content. I do apologize, but you know what? I'm doing it today. I'm not gonna let a sickness stop me from posting a video for this island. So far for this island, we worked on only the entrance, which is right here. I did a cute little, whatever you want to call this. And then I have a neighborhood build kind of starting over here with Molly and Weber's houses. And today we're going to be working on my shops. I didn't think I was going to work on my shops today, but that's what we're doing. So let's get started. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. If you do, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe and become a member if you are interested in supporting my content further. Information for the memberships is listed in the description. You get fun access to great perks, including early access to content, game nights, emotes, all that fun stuff, but all the info will be listed in the description. Without further ado, let me actually talk about the actual build we're working on. So the first thing I'm doing is just continuing the waterscaping I did in the last video. Not gonna lie, I'm still kind of iffy about the way that this looks, not because I don't like waterscaping, but because I honestly didn't know if I wanted to do water terraforming on this island. I don't typically do water terraforming on autumn islands. I haven't done many with actual water, but I really want to include some kind of like canal areas just because I think it goes really well with the autumnal vibes, and it honestly kind of gives me like, I don't know, academia, kind of like small academic town, very prestigious kind of vibes.
You know what I mean when I say that? It's kind of hard to explain.
So it's nothing too crazy, and I'm probably just going to be abruptly ending some of the water terraforming, but I really want to do some bridges like I did in my last video. So that's what we're doing today. And today we're doing something even more fun because we're doing a double bridge moment. So what I'm doing is just kind of cutting off this street. I've come to realize that I don't really care if my streets are realistic on my city islands. Realism only goes so far in Animal Crossing, and to be honest, why be realistic when you can just be having fun, you know? So I'm just abruptly cutting this off. We'll just pretend like it's kind of like a driveway for Weber, and now I'm putting my little pathing on the ground, and then we're going to be doing a incline that's going to go up, and then the incline is going to be where my two shops are, and then we're gonna do some bridges. Originally I was gonna do the brick staircase, but I realized I did not like it, so we're probably gonna do only the stone and maybe the red iron staircase for this island, question mark. I'm still kind of up in the air about it, but I really love how the stone one looks with my pathing especially. And then we'll be using the red brick bridges. It's weird how I don't like this the look of the incline, but I like the bridges. I think because so far I've had the bridges facing horizontally, like, or they're going horizontally, and the incline was going vertical, so maybe it's because I was looking at the front of the incline. But nonetheless, I like the look of the brick staircase because it's very autumnal looking. I'm going to use the word autumnal a lot in this build. So I quickly just finished doing my terraforming. I haven't terraformed or got rid of the back of my island yet, which I honestly think I won't be doing just because I think a lot of this back part, at least for the left side of my map, which is where we're on right now, is probably going to be on the second or third tier. So why like get rid of it when I'm just going to bring it back? So now I'm placing my double bridges. I've always wanted to do a double bridge on two cliffs, and I think this looks so pretty. You don't get the full effect of it today, unfortunately, because I don't decorate to the left of the bridge on the main level, so that's probably gonna be the next video if I can find inspo for it. But this is what it looks like. It is cute. Like, it is cute. I've always wanted to do a double bridge on two cliffs like this. I've done double bridges before, but this is a little different, a little bit different. So because this is a city island and we want to give the illusion that there's no like dirt cliffs. I do have to customize a ton of simple panels to place on the cliffs to kind of look like greenery. You can also do like cool like kind of stone versions, but I always love doing like a greenery lattice fencing, and this one kind of gives more of a city slash small town vibe. It's more city because it's like it looks very like city-like because it's more metal, like it's like a metal fencing, but I kind of like it. It kind of breaks up the more natural pathing I have going on and like the naturalness of some of the areas on my island. Like this is right next to a wheat field, so I think this kind of looks cool. It's kind of like the mix of natural and more city, which is kind of the vibe I'm going with for this island, I think. So I put this down, I put some fencing in front of it, but I don't think I show that in this video. And then I needed to cover my river corners with something, and because parts of this island are gonna be kind of parallel builds, it's really hard to explain, but like, you know how like some areas you want everything to be very cohesive and everything to work out on the left side and the right side, so everything is very parallel with one another. I'm looking for the word that people use to describe that kind of build, but I can't think of it. But it's kind of like everything's gonna match on the left side and on the right side. So I'm kind of doing a little thing with some hedges, some street lamps, and some bushes, just to kind of give myself a little bit of a fencing around the bridge and around the rest of my water terraforming. Like I said, I don't decorate on the left side of this area today, so all I literally did was put my shrubs and hedges and street lamps just to give the illusion that everything kind of looks put together. I could have kept decorating, but I've come to realize that when it comes to my builds, especially for videos like this, I need to know when to stop.
It's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay? No more!
Because some of my builds, if you've been around for a while, are very, very long. Like, and they're long because my builds, the actual size, are huge. I don't know why I put myself through that. I don't know why.
Stop it. Get some help.
But, today I'm like, you know what, we're just gonna do the build that we set ourselves out to do, and that's it. So I quickly finished placing the hedges. It's really easy. I just put a shrub and then 2 things of hedges and then a street lamp, and then I did the reverse of it with hedges and then another shrub. It's quite simple. It's not too big of a canal. And honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna finish off this canal. You'll see what I do in a little bit, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm happy with it, because I'm not sure what I'm gonna be doing behind this build. I don't plan my islands. I don't plan. I suffer, and then somehow I come up with a build.
Am I crying or laughing? Laughing. Good.
That is like my process. Suffer, finish it. Somehow. I'm also suffering right now because I can actually feel my voice going as I'm talking. I have not been talking a lot the last couple of days. Like I said, I have been sick. It's mainly just a really bad cough and a headache, but when you can't talk, you can't stream, you can't produce videos. I honestly was gonna push back this video to another day, but I wanted to post it today, so I'm just gonna push through for you guys. You're welcome. So I placed down my Nook's Cranny and the Able Sisters. It took me longer than it should have to upgrade my Nook's Cranny because it wasn't upgraded yet, but I had to like time travel to upgrade it, and it finally, after like 20 minutes of me trying, it upgraded. I don't know. So I placed that like red brick perimeter around the shops, and then I found this really pretty kind of like crisscross brick design that I think goes very well with the red of my original brick. Every other brick design I downloaded was too gray or too beige. This one is a very nice complementary red.
Shut up, it's red.
To the brick that's kind of like my, like, how do you describe it? Kind of like my sidewalk perimeter kind of road code. I don't know how to describe it. It's the one that goes with the road that I'm using for this island primarily. So I moved on to placing down some hedges. Hedges at the top of cliffs like this, when you have like a simple panel design behind, like on the first level, just looks so pretty because it looks like very, I don't know, like there's something very nice about it, and it adds like an element of like, I don't know. I like it a lot. And then I'm posting my street lamps because I forgot to put them before. And I did not know what I wanted to do in front of my shops. All I know is I really wanted to do kind of like a sitting area using the natural garden chairs and like the mini table, because I love this color of the chair and table and I wanted to utilize them somehow, and I really wanted to do them along the canal. So what I decided to do was just place them on either side and then just like randomly place items on top. Not gonna lie, I wish we had more colorways of this, because I think this with like a silver hardware would look really nice, or like a brown hardware, but we have to make do with the black, which is fine because I do have some black like metal going on this island with like my spooky fencing and other stuff like that, so I think it ties in, but I wish we had more customizations, you know what I mean? So once again, like I said, didn't know what I wanted to do in the middle here. My first thought was, you know, farmer's market or a market of some kind. I'm gonna be doing a farmer's market on this island, but I think to kind of switch it up, I'm not gonna do one in front of my shops for once. So instead I decided to do some really cute little like centerpieces using some of the spooky items and some hardwood trees. So what I did is just kind of like create this little border with my pathing and then put some hardwood trees. And then I decided to actually do an enclosure using my spooky fencing. I never thought of using this as like an enclosure kind of thing with like around a tree or like around a garden, but this is pretty. This is really pretty, and it gives like that element of more city, which I'm going for. Which I guess ties in my spooky fencing because I forgot I had actually used it until I was looking back at this footage. But yeah, and then I wanted to put some of my spooky items. Once again, this is not a Halloween island, but it's an island that takes place in fall leading up to Halloween. Even though my island is going to be set in November, we'll just pretend like it's not, you know, it's fine.
You didn't see anything, right? Yes. Sir.
So I just kind of mimicked it on both sides with like the spooky items, and yeah, I wanted to do more around the tree, but the thing with the fencing is that it makes it hard to kind of like push items closer to the tree because there's like that space. So I just kept it very simple. I've also come to realize that for city islands, it's okay if I leave space because cities aren't like completely full. I have like this thing in my brain that tells me if I don't decorate every single slot on my island, like every single walkable surface, that something bad is gonna happen. So I have to like be better at that. So there's a lot of walkable areas on this build, which I like. So I'm just kind of putting items down. You saw I use like the phone boxes. I put some items down on the main area next to my incline, and because this area doesn't have a ton of like real trees and flowers and stuff other than like my shrub and like those one trees, I'm placing a lot of fake plants, like using like the planters and stuff just to add a little bit more, and like the flower beds, which I think for city islands you really want to utilize like our fake plants on this in this game. I think it just really adds a lot more. And like I said, I didn't know what I was gonna do with my canals. This is what I did. It looks so stupid, but at the same time kind of looks good. So just ignore it. I might get rid of it, but for right now, you know, I just put a little gazebo at the end and we'll see what happens. So at this point, I'm kind of finished with like the main build, and I'm just kind of finishing up like small areas I didn't really get a chance to decorate in my first video. So kind of finishing off that little area with like the trees, placing some more vertical fencing back here, which I think the vertical fencing and then like the fence together look really good. And I think once again, this kind of incorporates the whole like real natural areas with the more city areas, which I think I love doing a mix of city and natural for city islands. I think there's just something really fun about it. And I'm planting some trees behind my res services. I don't go all the way across my res services for this build. I'm kind of like just leaving it there because I don't know what I'm going to be doing to the right of res services right now. And yeah, like I said, I'm being a lot better with the placement of items for this build and for this island in general. And for especially more constructed, more structured areas like this, I'm just gonna do small spaces. So I quickly time travel to early morning. We are back on a foggy, crisp autumn day, and I cannot wait to show you guys the final result. I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video, and without further ado, let's go check out the final build. Alright, that is everything for today's video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed. Not gonna lie, the talking has completely wiped my voice out, so I hope that it was worth it. I hope that you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe if you're new here, and join the channel as a member if you would like to support my content further. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!